Well, reason I was bringing this up is, of course, as everyone realizes, this is more of a UFO slash extraterrestrial oriented venue, and it's just another example of why would anyone expect aliens to come down and hey, be friendly with us? I mean, look at the way we beat our own kids. We have people beating our kids in schools. So how do you think what they're probably looking at? I'm sure that they understand what's going on there. They know what's going on. And the way we have wars, we kill each other. I mean, you remember those videos from a few years back coming out of the Middle East with, people sawing other people's heads off. Putting a whole bunch of people in a cage and then dunking the cage in water and drowning everybody. And then here in our own homegrown terrorists, we got people walking into any kind of public venue there is with their frickin' guns and just start shooting, killing people all over the place all the time. It's constant. We kill each other. We're bad. We're violent. We have wars. We always have wars with other countries. I guess we want their oil. I don't even know what the hell we're doing sometimes. It's all about money and greed, basically. And insanity, and we just don't know how to police ourselves properly. We have all these police officers. We put them in danger all the time. Because there's all these people on the streets. With every kind of weapon imaginable. Weapons for military use. People on the street have them. So cops have to contend with these kind of people all the time. And we just continue to do this and we don't do anything about it, and instead we have people accepting money from different organizations and then allowing these things to go on when they don't care about the greater good. It's just about how much money you're going to give me. We all know what we're talking about here. I mean, let's not be stupid. I mean, I know some people out there are really stupid and they can't see the light, but that's really why. That's why. We just treat each other like garbage here, so I can't imagine. I mean, they're probably anything coming here from someplace else. Obviously, they're more advanced than us, and that means their wisdom is more advanced than any wisdom that we have here on this planet. And when they look down at us, it's like, wow, these beings are animals. Could you imagine trying to, talk with these people, dealing with these goofballs? Now, not all of us are. A lot of us are. We try our best. We know a lot of people. Most people, right? Most people, I believe this. Most people on this planet, I believe most people, because if it wasn't, we'd be in trouble. But most people on this planet know the difference between right and wrong, and they try to do the right thing all the time. There's just some other people that are just so they're just so deep into the greed and the hate and they can't just accept the fact that hey, this is a miracle. This whole our lives, everyone's life doesn't matter, what you look like, where you come from. Everybody's important. Every life is important. When I hear stuff like 150 people got killed in some terrible tragedy somewhere for whatever reason, it's just like, boy, we just throw these numbers out. 150, just one person. When I hear one person, one of those people, all the people that are connected to all the families that are connected to just one of those people, all that are going to miss that person. It's just so devastating. You have to look at it's not just one; it's 150. But we're just like, for the most part, we're just numb to it all. We're numb to it all. But these things happen needlessly a lot of times. I mean, a lot of needless death in this world right now. It's all the time, constantly. Innocent people, getting slaughtered by maniacs with automatic rifles. Like, how come we're not doing something about maniacs with automatic rifles? Like, how come we're just letting this happen? Like, why are we just letting this happen? Why is it so important that military weapons are on the streets? Like, why is that why is that a thing? But yeah, so anybody coming here, any kind of intelligent being coming here is looking at this and they're like, hey, you gotta check. They're probably like in shock. Like, look at the way these beasts are cheating each other. They're getting intelligent. But can you imagine if they ever figure out how to go out in space? They might bring this violence to us. Yeah, we need to quit focusing on all this. We need to drop all this hate. We all need to calm down, take a chill pill, and think of the greater good and understand that this is very limited. It's time to bury all this hate, and it's time to, let's act like one big giant family here. I mean, there's people out there who actively brainwash other people into thinking that bad things are happening when they're really not. Sometimes, I mean, there are bad things that happen, but they try to tell us, well, that's the way things are. We can't do anything about it. And then the real bad things that are happening, they say, well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's like we got everything reversed here, and we allow certain people to tell us what's what when they're basically lying for their own benefit, for whatever, money, power. That's all it seems as we have terrible leaders sometimes. A lot of people that are, in charge, or people that get elected are just, some of them are just terrible. I just can't imagine, why we're allowing this. Like, we all got to get together and say, wait a minute, this guy doesn't care about us. He doesn't care about us at all. He's all out for himself. Why am I going to this guy's rallies all the time? Why am I watching this guy on TV? He doesn't have nothing good to say. He's all about him and hate and this and that. Hate that person. Keep hating those people. But love me. Look at all the love I get. That's not the way it's supposed to be. That's division. That's deliberate division. Anyhow, it's just a thought on why, we look terrible. I mean, look at, if this thing really start picking up, it seems in the 40s, during World War II, if these beings came down here and saw what was going on in, say, Nazi Germany and in the vicinity, in Auschwitz, and saw that kind of nightmare, and saw how people were treating other people, putting them in gas chambers, murdering them en masse, and then of course we're dropping A-bombs, okay, on the end of the war. I don't know. Was that the right thing to do? The end of war maybe, but we can't do that again. We can't ever have A-bombs dropping on another city again. I mean, that's it. That should never happen. I mean, I said, there's like, what we've had in this world, we've had over 2,000 atomic bomb tests over the decades. Imagine 2,000 tests, just setting them off. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, we need to figure out. We need to change our way. We need to start thinking about, instead of hating each other, instead of not getting along, instead of violence, let's, like, why don't we just work together and start thinking about other things, instead of focused on what's going on here. Maybe we sort of start worrying about what's going on up there. Who's coming here? Who are these beings? I mean, when we start asking those questions, all of us, because it is happening, whether you want to accept that or not, whether you think I'm just some kind of a maniac, some kind of a nut. I'm not nuts, and there are beings here, whether you like it or not, and it's time that we accept that. We need to accept it, because it's really happening, and they're looking and they're seeing stuff, and what they're seeing, if you were standing outside the box, what do you think they'd be seeing? And it's not looking good. We don't treat each other well. It's time that we start treating each other better. It's time that we start focusing on other things that are more important. It's time that we clean this mess up.